Welcome everybody to another wonderful round. This one's brought to you by Rolling Thunder. Apologize for the technical issues as we get started here. Timothy Watson and Chad Ashley start us on the front row. Here on lap 13, we start under the pace car, but now we get ready to go green, green, green. End of line penalty for Yancey there. Watson takes off like a rocket ship. Lobos there, the free agent, chasing down Chad Ashley in P2 with a net gain of 5 so far. Up 12 for Ethan Johnson, one of the hard chargers on the grid, but Kyle Wells being the hardest of chargers, up 16. All good for the evening. Drivers sending it 3 wide nearly through parts of the racetrack. This is going to be a wide one for us. Looking through the grid, here comes the number 2 of Brandon Biddy, who's not doing too well on his run of things. Net gain is going to be negative, down 19, make that 18, as there's a little mistake there from Alex Manet. On the inside line, that 55 of Manet is going to lose one more position, this time to the 31, slipping back in line, single file line. Is going to be the order of the operation, but there's a big wiggle from the 31 of Wood in the background. Wood getting a little wiggly there. Tyler Mertz leading the 55 of Monet, and who's in that all-white machine? It looks like that'll be the number 34. Or is that the 29 of Foxworth? Yep, that's going to be the 29 of Foxworth in an unloaded livery paint scheme by the looks of it. Up the front, the challenge here remains the same. Timothy Watson, Chad Ashley, and Ethan Johnson from Johnson Motorsports lead the charge. A little hustle and bustle from further behind as Kassler tries to get his elbows out. Has Anthony Bissell behind, looking for a position in the number 99. But has the likes of Randy Wog as well in the number 36. Caution comes out. Colin Swanson, Stephen Porter, Brandon Biddy involved in this one. Let's get a look at the replay here. It looks like Biddy comes up into the 86 of Phillips, and Phillips comes down across the racetrack, collects the 22, collects the 87. Whoa, and the 55 flat out there trying to go underneath the car in front. That's Alex Manet. Quick caution called here on lap 18. Fleet of pit stops come out now. Black flags being handled out. Tyler Mertz getting one. The 87 there. Pass for the lead now switches over Anthony Bissell and Randy Wall. Pit lane definitely becoming alive as Paul the Old Man Dirk, the Goats and the Sea Bears and the free agents and Johnson Motorsports and more Sea Bears and Yancey Motorsports and a few others all come down pit road to get their service to try to get this splash and dash to make it to the coveted lap 35. That's when we're going to have the stage break right around the halfway point of the race. Kaylee Jones in the chat. Welcome in, Kaylee. Lucky dog for Ricky Stetzer. And he's going to get back onto the lead lap by the looks of it. Lucky dog indeed. If you're just joining us, apologize for the technical issues to get us started, but we are live and rolling now. Bissell, Waller, DeCoste, McLellan, Cal Shepard, Wells, Wood, Mendoza, Biddy, Foxworth, Pierce, Dirk, Kibbe, Watson, Burmeister, Lobos, Kessler, Hornog, Deke, Ashley, Johnson, Monet, Setzer, Kibbe, York, Phillips, Mertz, Yancey, Ouellette, Swanson, Porter, Brown, Mitchell, Shipley. 35 Arca Menards cars taking to this grid. Boy, oh boy, what a sight to see this evening. Nowhere else I'd rather be than here with the Digital Racing Sports Network, watching the Rolling Thunder Arca Rookie Series on my Wednesday evening. Fortunately, I had some car trouble, actually, a dead battery, leaving me stranded in Monterey, rushing home after that incident. But none the wiser are the drivers right now. As we get ready to take the green flag running here at Kansas Speedway. The 1.5 mile D-shaped oval that's going to reward commitment, clean throttle work, and confidence for those running in multiple lanes. It may look simple on paper, but Kansas is all about momentum. Pace car ready to pull in just a few moments. And we'll be ready to go green flag running yet again. Bissell and Wall lead us in the 99 and 36. Who's going to do what on the here and now? Charge up the field, but there's a big leap from the inside line. I think that's going to be the 31 of Austin Wood. Yes, it is Austin Wood, forcing the issue 3 wide down onto the apron even, as he looks forward to getting a move done on the 115 of Shepard ahead up the road. Paul the Old Man, Dirk, part of the GOATs, getting one done on Dwayne Pierce. The number 77, a little 3 wide action further through the field. It'll be helter-skelter moments for some of the drivers as the 31 goes up wide into the 52. And the iRacing badge machine clatters with the barriers there for just a moment. And hopefully we don't see too many more incidences like that. There goes the 52 close to the concrete safety barriers, narrowly avoiding so, all the way down to the apron across the stripe for some of the drivers, and others avoiding it entirely. There goes up ahead the 43 of Paul the Old Man Dirk, showing us that he's still got speed despite his age. Despite what the youngsters say about him, he's doing all right on the racetrack. Lap 26 of 75. What about Cody Baumeister in the 88? Currently running in 19th position right now. Started back in 25. That's a net gain of 6 so far. Jonathan Foxworth in a bit of a tussle right now. Look at this menage a trois, but look at that. We have a pass for the lead here across the stripe. DeCoste and Bissell. And Randy Wall gets involved now. The 99 wants a piece of the pie. Here we go. This is exactly what we pay to see, folks. Holy Toledo, this is racing. $113 in the lead of this event. The high side hustlers trying to run it on the good of things. A little touch there from the 115 into the 36. Does that mean it's going to be all over for him? Randy takes it on the chin. And he keeps on driving with style and grace. He's got beauty. Look at that face. It's Miss United States. Nobody? Anybody? Alrighty, moving swiftly on from that, Austin B. Wood, and we're going to have another caution. I think that's caused by Sean Lobos going off track. Let's take a quick look at what happened here. The 30 and the 31 come together, and it's just a situation of two not going into one, and unfortunately, or fortunately, I should say, no other cars get collected in that moment. So Lobos is going to come down into pit road. The free agent, not too happy with that. It's going to lose a handful of positions, down 20 on the good of things so far. Biddy is in the lead of the race now on lap 29. Make that lap 30 of 35. And we have a... got a fleet of cars coming down pit road. All the way from Randy Wog. All the way through to Ricky Setzer. Black flag there for, unfortunately, Jordan Kibbe. Bryce York getting one also. So Kibbe stays out, tries to get back onto the lead lap, and has done so successfully. But all that damage on that number 5 is he's going to have to pray for a miracle here. Jonathan Kibbe in the number 13 is up 13 positions right now. Here for the Rolling Thunder Arca Rookie Series. Drivers are going to get squared up for the final couple of laps shootout to the stage break. Here we go. Pace car about to pull in. And we're going to have a 4-lap, 3-lap shootout to the end. Let's see what Paul, the old man, Dirk can do for the goats. Biddy takes off into the restart zone. Crosses the stripe. through the tri-oval. Charisse, welcome to the chat. Oh, we have a caution straight away. And that's going to be caused by Yancey by the looks of it. And a big checkup there. Oh no! And he loses it getting on the loud pedal, collecting that 98 in all the meanwhile. Man, oh man. So this should push us into the stage break, so Biddy should get the stage win. So let's go ahead and talk to Biddy, I guess. Biddy, it's oh, sorry, Biddy. It's Hi in the broadcast booth. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Well, you're coming into the pits. I thought you would stay out for 2 more laps to try to go for the win. What's the call here?
They called the stage since it was so close to lap 35. We went ahead and called it. So, yeah, I got a stage win.
Perfect. Sounds like a good win for you. Now, how do we look back, or how do we look forward to getting the checkered flag win as well? We know things haven't necessarily gone your way in previous races, but here at Smoking Thunder, feel like it's a new start, and with a good stage win under your belt, you have opportunities ahead of you.
Yeah, I got the pole, so that's a bonus point. And yeah, I won. Yeah, I ran a perfect race last week, and hopefully I can run a perfect race today. Just I'm doing a little bit of strategy, and let's just see where it puts us at the end.
I must say that is a really looking good paint scheme. It's probably one of my favorites on the racetrack right now. I'm trying to find a good camera of it. But man, oh man, even the chat saying, Charisse is saying it's good. Who designed that, or who made that for you?
So simwrapmarket.com, and then I added the numbers and my name and stuff to it. But yeah, I actually had made another paint scheme for the 250th anniversary of the United States, and I made it for the wrong car. I made it for the O'Reilly's car. So I ran this one back at Bristol, and I think I got a P2 or P3 there. And so I thought, well, I'll run it here and see if we can gain those 2 spots and win the race.
Right on. I'll leave you to it. Anybody you want to shout out, or anybody you'd like to thank?
Just you guys up there in the booth, and everybody watching in the chat and everything. And hopefully we can bring home the trophy at the end.
Looking forward to it, Biddy. Thank you very much for joining me. Appreciate it. Good luck to you, buddy.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
You heard it there. Stage was called. So, Biddy with the win now. But this puts everybody on a weird strategy. So the front 3, so Baumeister, Manet, and Kibby all came in on lap 19. Everybody else came in on lap 29. And we have a lap 33 pitter. That'll be Brandon Biddy. And then we have Jonathan Foxworth on lap 29. Everybody else, they're on lap 33. Josh Ward cheering on his compatriot. Here we go into the restart zone. Manet, Baumeister, side by side. Manet gets the jump into the lead of the race. Can he work the long way around the outside of Baumeister? It's not working out well for him right now. Baumeister has the inside line and a little bit of help from behind. I think that's Jonathan Kibby giving a little bit of help, but no longer is he helping, and now he's becoming a detriment to society. The 13 challenges the 55 and the 113 ahead, and no longer wants to play favorites with the people around him. Very interesting strategy call. Oh, excuse me, that's the 113 of Avery DeCoste up ahead I'm describing. Not Jonathan Kibbe. The 113 and the 13 get too many numbers are the same. Avery DeCoste chops it up all the way up into P2. 25 positions gained on his good. Side by side. Woza. That's Jonathan Kibbe having a huge moment with the wall, and he's going to tumble down the order. The 31 follows suit, gets dragged up against the wall himself, and that's going to lead to a cork in the bottle. Holy smokes! That's a big one in the background. Let's see how this one unfolded. Keep our eye on that white car in the top right-hand corner. Oh, he comes down and across the number 31. And then we'll just turn into a Beyblade clattering with the wall. And unfortunately, there's no amount of holding the brakes that'll help out after that. And then the 86 gets the worst of it after all that said and done. Now, does this mean a free pit stop for those that came in on lap 19? Sharice in the chat saying, we love a good Beyblade. Of course we love a good Beyblade. Who doesn't love a good Beyblade? Sharice, you... Oh, no. Look at that Bama car. That is a big wreck there. That's got to be Jonathan Foxworth, if I'm not mistaken, and Randy Waugh there. Who remembers Crazy Bones from back in the day? Give me a shout out in the YouTube chat if you remember Crazy Bones. Give it a quick Google search if you're unfamiliar with what a Crazy Bone was. It was like playing marbles. It was like Beyblades and Yu-Gi-Oh! Combined. It's the coolest thing. Sharice, yes! Sharice had Crazy Bones back in the day. Heck yeah. Crazy Bones were the best. Jeff Burke also had Crazy Bones. Yes! And Pogs, of course. Crazy Bones were the best. Joseph Phillips getting the lucky dog to get back on track slightly as we have a brief moment to breathe behind the pace car. I feel like I was too young to get into Pogs personally. Because my dad always talked about Pogs, and he tried to get me into them, like baseball cards. I never got into them. But Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, all those types of cards, I was totally there for it. Jeff Burke, if you have a bag of Crazy Bones laying around somewhere, I will buy them off of you, unembarrassingly. DM me. Back to the racing action here on lap 42. We sit behind a caution to cost Monet, Shepard, Ashley, McCullen, Watson, Biddy, Bissell, Wells, and Deke round out our top 10. And I must say, it's still anybody's ball game right now because we have 22 drivers on the lead lap right now. Yep, 22 drivers still challenging for position right now. Anybody's ball game with less than 35 laps left to go. Pace car pulls in. Get ready to rumble here for the final Couple of laps. Go Sea Bears, says Charisse. Tom Wooten cheering on the 26. Big pile up in the backfield. We're going to go 4 abreast down to the dog leg. It's going to be a path for the lead. Monet gets a little bit of help. We're going to have a big spin to the background. I think that might be another big one. Nearly half the field involved in that one. Take a look at what happened to Jonathan Foxworth. No, the incident happened up ahead further, and that 4 wide just was never going to work out. The 115 of Kyle Shepard gets involved in that one, and then we all love a good Beyblade, but no Beyblades were found today. Stationary were the cars on track, and collected was the pileup. Surprisingly, only 2 meatballs being handed out, Charisse. I know we all love a good meatball or 2. Looks like they would be Cody Kassler and Cody Deek, the 2 Codys, getting meatballs on the run. So as the track evolves, we got to keep our eye on this lane migration. You know, if the field starts moving higher and higher up on the lane, and one driver can eventually still make the bottom work, you know, it can become a major storyline, really. I mean, alternatively, if someone finds speed up against the wall, they might be able to carry huge momentum down the straights, but we have a couple keys to the race for the drivers. Now, we know we're a little bit late to the party, but key number 1, protecting the exits, because turn 2 and turn 4 exits are everything onto the straights. Bad exits will kill you. You can't overdrive corner entry because Kansas City rewards momentum, not desperation. And key number 3, you have to move around as the tires wear because the fastest lane can change during the course of the race. 113 gets the wave by. No, excuse me. They were going 2 by and 2 here. As wave by is already completed. And key number 4 is, as we've seen, it's up to the drivers to manage the restarts carefully. Track is wide, but dirty air and worn tires can make 3 wides or even 4 wides, wink wink, pretty risky or dangerous. Burke cheering on Kibbles. Which one? The handsome one or the ugly one? I'm just kidding, they're both handsome. Here at the Rolling Thunder Arca Rookie Series, everyone's a winner. At least in my books. Let's go racing, folks. Pace car pulls in. Jeff Burke back for the Sea Bears, cheering them on. Green, green, green as Barney waves the flag in the air for us. The drivers don't go 3 wide or 4 abreast this time, but the 55 and the 113, they're going to bang doors coming in towards turn 1. Tyler Mertz, the 87, gets a black flag penalty. And here we go. The battle for the lead very much alive and well. The 54 of Chad Ashley trying to run the high side, and the momentum is there for Ashley. Slingshots their way around Monet. Timothy Watson for AWR. What is he going to be able to do with Bessel? Biddy from Biddy Family Racing lurking in the wings behind. Keep our eye on that Heat Wave livery. He goes up wide in towards the wall or the barriers here. Keep an eye on that number 13 of Jonathan Kibbe as well, charging through the field himself, up 15 positions on the good this evening. Monet Ashley going for a little side-by-side tussle here, and that one was close, and a little bit of a touch there into the rear end of the 55, but he manages to catch it somehow, some way, a recovery, but I'm sure he might need a change of trousers after that Code Brown. Wowza, and the 54 up into the wall. And that will lead to another caution. Chad Ashley getting a ball flag. Let's see what happened here to Ashley. I'm just genuinely so confused. The 54 is the driver we got to keep our eye on. There in the middle. It's like the car snapped. Oh, he was touched. And then, oh, that's net code. Oh, that's huge net code. No way. Oh, no way. Yes, he was touched, but no way, Jose. You let me know in chat what you think about that one. We got a pretty good look at it. 26 to go. Watson, Biddy, Paul, Dirk, Mendoza, Monet, Kibbe, Pierce all come down into the lane. DeCoste, Bissell, Horning, Young, Lobos stay out. Cody Deek stays out. McClellan, whoa. Kassler stay out. Very interesting calls from a selective few. And Jordan Kibbe involved in that incident, the number 5, having a heap of damage. And a line penalty for the number 2, Brandon Biddy. It looks like the stewards don't agree with my decision there. I'm sure they got a better view of that incident than I did. But that'll be an end-of-line penalty for the 2 of Biddy. Couple more pit stops. Biddy comes in. And Chad Ashley come in. Look at that livery. Is that the 30 of Lobos? Yeah. Little Hamtaro livery. Feel like Charisse would enjoy that one. Here we go. Ready to rumble. 24 laps left to go. So for green flag run to the end. Across the stripe, Avery DeCoste takes off like a rocket ship, leaves everybody in the dust behind. Drivers jostling for position, including that 31 of Austin Wood, as Cody Deek up ahead, and Randy Wall behind him, the number 36, who's under attack from the 52 of Sammy McClellan. McClellan now forcing a 3 wide argy-bargy moment. The 36 getting a little squirrely up ahead. Randy Wall having a bit of a moment, and now the 52 gives the block job to the 43. Oh, I will go back to it for you. Give me 1 second. The 99 and the 31 battle it out. And because here we go, there's Lobos now in the Humtar livery. Ham power for the little 30. A couple of little gerbils running around inside of that car and fighting it out with the mountain lion inside of the number 62. I wonder who's going to come out on top. Will it be the hamsters, or will it be the mountain lion at the end of the day, or will it be Avery DeCoste and the high side hustlers? Meatball flag for Mark Ouellette, and caution comes out. Oh, man, 3 wide turns into 4 wide. The 51 goes a little too deep, some 41, and touches the number 16. And I think that's Biddy in the background. Yeah, that was Biddy watching the whole thing go down. "20 laps left to go." It'll be about 18 when we go green. Here we go. The pit stops for half of the field come alive. Jonathan Kibbe, pitted on lap 50, will stay out. Manet on 50 stays out. Watson 50 out. Mendoza 50 and out. Pierce 50 and out. 51 for Biddy. He'll stay out as well. Setzer, Ashley Wells. No, Setzer comes in. Ashley Wells and Phillips stay out. The rest of the field comes in. That's a very, very busy stop for nearly half the field. Now, with 19 laps left to go, Chad Ashley gets the lucky dog, and Kyle Shepard is going to receive a black flag penalty, the 115. With 19 laps left to go, having those fresher tires, I think, is going to be where you want to be. So those drivers that are in the back of the pack, therefore sacrificing track position to get new tires right now, are going to be on the right strategy. But we'll have to see if they have enough time to get things done. Jonathan Kibbe, the number 13, alongside Manet for the lead of the race. Here we go. Pace car ready to pull in. And we are going to have just 18 laps left to go. Pace cars in 13 in the 55 alongside each other. Timothy Watson in the number 26. Nate Mendoza lines the second row. Green, green, green is the flag color. And wow, Jonathan Kibbe knows what he has to do. Setzer gets a black flag penalty. And he has to make this strategy work by pulling out a gap to the cars behind. Those guys on those fresher tires are going to try to charge to the field. There goes Watson and Biddy. A little bit of touching there between the 26 and the 2, but no harm, no foul between the lovers' quarrel. Wow, Biddy all the way to the top. He is definitely looking to rock and roll and carry that speed. Meanwhile, Jonathan Kibbe and Monet keep on duking it out as Monet now inherits the lead of the race. The 34 of Nate Mendoza tries to challenge as well. He sees Kibbe could potentially be a wounded bird. Will he be picked up and held and nursed back across the finish line? Or will the drivers around him trample him as they try to go for the early worm here with 15 left to go? Everybody's gassed up to the end. Nobody should have to make a pit stop now. Well, similar strategies, at least for the pack battles. Last lap around for those that came in on lap 50, 30. Make that 29s, 29.9s. Those on lap 56, 29.8. No, there's a big one. Avery DeCoste involved in that. And a handful of meatballs get dished out. And the 113 comes down across the 26, and the 26 has nowhere to go but bump back in, and that'll collect a few. Full platter of meatballs handed out, says Charisse. Indeed, indeed. A full platter of meatballs were dished out, unfortunately. Oh my goodness, we're going to be just about or under 10 laps left to go when we go green, folks. Bryce York there getting the wave around as he was in between the leader and the pace car. Lucky Dog there, Mark Ouellette getting his lap back. He'll jump back onto lap 61 by the looks of it. Putting, like, that'll be 19 drivers on the lead lap then. Rodney Childers cheering on the Childers boys. Number 4 and the number 5 right now. Here we go. The pace car pulls in. We'll have 10 remaining when we cross the line. Monet, Mendoza, Biddy. Biddy back up into the podium position now. Trying to look for that coveted win. Can he go back to back? 34 consumes him. The 13 of Jonathan Kibbe is there. This is getting a little dangerous, and the squeeze is on. From the 34 of Nate Mendoza. Down to the apron goes Biddy. 9 to go. Biddy back up into party mode. Trying to work with Nate Mendoza here. Probably screaming in his headset to Nate. Work together, work together. Let's catch Monet. Monet up 33 positions this evening. Started down at the back of the pack. Completely at the other end of the field. And worked his way through the grid with 8 to go. Could call himself a race winner. And who was that into the wall? Sammy McClellan, 52. What happens here to the 52? Is he touched with the 31? He is. And he'll go up into the apron. Oh, excuse me, the 31 goes down into the apron, and the 52 goes up into the wall, and then just stays out of the way of everybody else, thank goodness. Great recovery there, and quick hands from the 52. Just kind of slam on the brakes and take the damage on the chin. Sparks flying out from the 52, so definitely, yeah, meatball flag there. Takes him out of the race, unfortunately, but gives help to the rest of the field. Because at the end of the day, he didn't take anybody else out. Kibbe into the pits with Setzer. McClellan into the pits also to get that damage repaired. Here we go. Under 6 laps remaining when the leader crosses the line. And what can Biddy do from P2 is a big question I have. And if you thought my nerves were high before, with 10 laps left to go, my nerves are even higher with only 5 laps left to go. Here we go for the Rolling Thunder Arca Rookie Series. Final 5 underway. Green, green, green is in the air. Big wiggles there from the 55. The traction is loose, but he's able to pull out a gap on the number 2 of Biddy. 3 wide further back, including Nate Mendoza and Cody Deek in the background, shaking that one off pretty quickly. Here comes through the 99, is duking out with Chad Ashley in that 54. Paul the Old Man Dirk getting it out with Biddy right now. Biddy not too comfortable there on that outside groove. He's been carrying a ton of speed up against the wall, but now he has to close down the gap. There he goes up against the wall. He touches it just a little bit. Can he close down the gap in front of the 43? No, not this time around. And he's going to get spun by the 43, trying to close down the gap. And with 3 laps left to go, we're going to have a huge caution. So how does this shake things up? Monet, Woe, DeCoste, Ashley, Lobos, Wood, Kibbe, Dirk, McClellan, Kassler, Hornung, Wells, Deek, Biddy, Kibbe, Watson, Pierce, Mendoza, Bissell, Shepard, Phillips, Ouellette, York, Setzer, Mertz, Yancey, and Foxworth being the 27 drivers. Bowmeister, Johnson, Swanson, Yancey, Porter, Shipley, Brown, and Mitchell. Here we go. 3 laps remaining, folks. We're definitely into the green-white checkered territory now. Three laps remaining. I am so nervous. Sea Bears, let's go! Let's see what Monet, Woe, DeCoste, and the old man can do. Pace cars in. Ready to go, folks. Green flag in the air. Barney waves it high, waves it proud. Let's see if we get a green flag finish here. Just need to get one more lap under our belts, folks. Black flag for Horning. Here we go. What can Kibby do? From back in P6, he's carrying a ton of speed. He came in on lap 69. He's going to have some of the freshest rubber out there. Final lap is in the air. The checkered flag will be called. Kibby, trying to challenge for position, is going to go wheel to wheel with the old man. But here and now, we got to keep our eye on the battle for the lead because the 36 of Randy Woe has a ton of momentum, but the 113 checks him up, and they're going to go sideways into turn 3 and turn 4, but keep it calm, cool, and collected. The 36 finds pit lane at the end of the day, but the cost takes P2, and Monet takes P1. Lobos takes P3 with Kibby coming back into P4. What a run to the finish. Let's take a look at the results. Alex Monet, DeCoste, and Lobos, the 1, 2, 3. And then Kibby, Ashley, McClellan, the old man, Dirk, Cody Deek, Austin Wood, Brandon Biddy, Bissell, Mendoza, Kibby, Mertz, Setzer, Foxworth, Yancey, Bowmeister, Johnson, Swanson. Holy Toledo. And then we still got more drivers. Wells, Castler, Horning, Pierce, Watson, Woe, Lett, Shepard, York, and Phillips round out everybody. Let the 55 burn it down. We'll get everybody into the interview rooms in just a few moments' time, folks. These interviews started in just a second. We got Avery DeCoste ready to talk to us. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and talk to Avery. Avery, it was a hell of a race tonight. The 113 takes place in P2 at the end of the day. How does it feel to be part of the High Side Hustlers and have a spot on the podium?
Feels pretty good, to be honest. I'm pretty happy with that finish.
Absolutely. I mean, who couldn't? You had a lot of competition out there, you know, charging through the field, you know, after the race restarts. How do you get to grips with what's going on underneath you with so many of these race restarts? How do you control it? How do you get the traction? And how do you not slip up?
Just try to be consistent. Don't worry about being fast and just hope you can stick to the bottom.
Right on. Anybody you'd like to shout out or anybody you'd like to thank today on that podium?
I'd like to thank Anthony Beisel, all my teammates, and Austin Wood, and everybody on the Zip Tie Bandits team.
Right on. Thank you very much for joining me in the DRSN broadcast booth. Really appreciate you. Have a great night, and always stay safe out there.
Thank you. You too.
Waiting for a few more to trickle into the broadcast booth. and we'll see if anybody else trickles in. But what a run tonight. Alex Monet, Avery DeCoste, Sean Lobos. Tell me what your favorite moment of the race was in the chat, folks. Really appreciate to hear what you guys thought of the race. Let's grab, I think we could just grab Alex Monet. Alex Monet, how you doing? I've dragged you into the broadcast booth. Hope that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's good.
Perfect. What a win tonight for the number 55. And man, talk to us about how you're able to pull it off.
Man, you know what? I just, like, this is my very first league race with Smokin Thunder Racing League. And, I kind of was distracted. My daughter was getting put to bed, and, I had my wife in the background and stuff. And I accidentally took tires on lap 20, and I was just like, whatever. It's my first race. It is what it is. Then the caution started flying and flying and flying. Like, all right, cool. So I grabbed tires on stage, and I was just like, ended up in the front of the pack. It came down to the last 10 laps, and I was like, well, I got no more tires. I'm not going to give up the bottom and just try to crank these restarts out at good restarts and keep the bottom, and might be able to take the win home. So that was my strategy there at the end, and ended up working out. So it was my very first win actually ever in iRacing, and my very first win in a league. So just got lucky, I think.
Congratulations on the win. I don't think it was luck at all. I think there's a bit of skill and talent associated with that, and making the right decisions at the right time plays a big part in it. Pitting on lap 50 definitely was the right strategy call to make, and you stayed out in front and maintained that pace. Now,
yeah, man, it was good stuff.
Sure looked like it from up here in the broadcast booth as well. Now, in Victory Lane, is there anybody you'd like to shout out or anybody you'd like to thank?
I want to thank the league, and putting together this broadcast and stuff. Thank Smokin Thunder Racing League. I want to thank Avery DeCoste for racing clean there in the last. He could have definitely, I left a little bit of space in the bottom. He could have definitely tried to shove himself in there. So I appreciate him racing clean. Wife and kids watching me on TV, the broadcast, and all that. So appreciate it, guys, and I'm going to enjoy this.
Definitely. Enjoy your champagne, milk, or beverage of your choice after a grueling race like that. Have a great night, brother, and as always, stay safe out there.
You as well.
With that, folks, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for staying tuned. It's been a pleasure to take you from green to checkered flag, as always, on behalf of the Digital Racing Sports Network and the Smokin Thunder Racing League. Brought to you by Biddy's Premium Coating. This has been the Arca Menards Race League. Stay tuned for more race action every single week. We have plenty up on the calendar. Next week's time, we'll be at Pocono, then Chicagoland, Martinsville, Texas, Iowa, New Hampshire, Richmond, and then the chase begins. Vegas, Echo Park, Michigan, Nashville, and Homestead, Miami to round things out. But boy, oh boy, folks, it's been a pleasure to take you from green to checkered flag. Have a great night, and as always, make sure you stay safe out there. Have a good night.